Okay, in this slide, we'll be talking about more polymers. An example of the more polymers we have is polypropylene. The example of the more polymers we have is polypropylene. Polypropylene is a type of polymer which is also very important and very useful because they are very strong also. Polypropylene is very strong. It has a very capability of not being broken easily or not easily cut, and also it is not damaged by high temperature. It is not damaged by high temperature. That is to say, no matter how hot the material is, it cannot damage polypropylene. And also it has the quality of being flexible. Polypropylene is very flexible, means it can be drawn, it can be expanded or contracted, and when it's been left, when the force exerted on it is been removed from it, it will have to go back to its normal size or shape again. And also you can bend it many times without breaking. It can be bent many times, many times without breaking. So these are the qualities they have that make them very important and very useful without breaking. So that means polypropylene is very useful for making things like, now we got to know that it's strong. We can make ropes with it because it's very strong, and also we can make underground pipes with it. We can make underground pipes with it because it has a strong quality, and it can bear a very high temperature. So these are the reasons why we can make underground pipes with it. And also you can make hinges of water bottles, hinges of flip. When talking about hinges, we're talking about, I have some kind of water bottles which people bring to school, and these water bottles, they have the kind of flip opener. So when you flip and open them, we make most of these water bottles from polypropylene, and the reason we're making them from polypropylene is because they're flexible, they don't break easily. Now the next one we're going to talk about here will be polychloroethane. Polychloroethane is also better known as polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl polyvinyl chloride. And the polyvinyl chloride also can be shortened to be PVC. We might be hearing the word PVC for a long time. Now we're talking about PVC. We're talking about that thing we use to make, which is a polymer, which is used to make several things. Like, let me first talk about the qualities of the properties. This polymer, which we call the PVC, it has some special qualities also. They are very important because of the physical properties. Example of the physical property is that they're very flexible, means they can be stretched by forces and without breaking, and when the force is left or removed from them, they go back to the normal size or normal shape again. And also the PVC is waterproof. That is to say, it doesn't allow water to go inside it, or if water is already stored inside it, it doesn't allow it to move out of it. So that is to say, it doesn't permit water to go, or the particles to go through it. And also it's a good insulator. It doesn't conduct electricity. And these are the basic three properties I'm going to talk about PVC. And due to these reasons, PVC are useful on the ground pipes also. We use them for underground pipes, and also we use them in insulation. Since it's not going to allow electric charges to go through them. We use them in insulation on electric cables. We use them in insulation on electric cables. And also, since it's waterproof, we can use to make a raincoat. So we can use to make waterproof cloth. Example of waterproof cloth is a raincoat we wear when it's raining. So we can use the PVC to make it because it has the quality to bear to hold in water or to not allow water to come inside it. Now these are the basic things we need to know about polymers. And the basic ones we're going to talk about now is the three we mentioned already. But we've talked about polyethylene, which we call polyethylene. We'll talk about polypropylene, which we call polypropylene, and we'll talk about polychloroethylene, which is rather called PVC. And you can see the qualities or the properties, they look very similar. Remember, let me summarize again what natural polymers are. The natural polymers, they are the polymers which are naturally made. They are naturally made from plants or animals. What is an example of the natural polymers are cotton, silk, wool, and wood also. And we make cloths from some of these natural polymers like cotton. We make cloths from them. And while the synthetic ones are the ones which are made from the lab, and they're called synthetic because they're made by people and machines in factories or in science laboratories. So I hope this is very helpful. Thank you for listening.